everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. आज की वीडियो मैं एक बहुत डिफरेंट तरीके से शूट करना चाह रही थी and I've come here for a walk in St. Catherine's and I decided to shoot along with it. This is a Q&A session, so let's walk. This is a Q&A session and इस session में मैं बस आपको आपकी जो queries थी I posted a video a few days ago stating that I will be answering queries regarding Brock University admissions in MBA. So I'll be answering those queries of yours in this video, so stay tuned and watch the whole video. So the first question that I got was what was my education background in India. So India mein I first did my +2 in the science stream. I took PCB. Uske baad I took admission in Lady Irwin College, which is a college affiliated to the Delhi University. वहाँ पे मैंने करी BSc Home Science and my specialization was in food and nutrition. उसके बाद I took admission in MSc Food and Nutrition. After doing an MSc, I worked for about 6 months as a management trainee. I was first working as a microbiologist and then I worked in the R&D department of the company. मुझे थोड़ा सा वहाँ पे stagnant feel हुआ था and I also felt कि जो pay scale है वो थोड़ा it's not that good as compared to my education. So I decided to do like an MBA and also I want to go into business later on. So I decided that मुझे बाहर आके study करनी थी, तो I took an MBA here. So for Brock University there are 2 MBAs. First is MBA ISP, which is the International Student Pathway course, the course that I am doing right now, and then there's the basic MBA, the General MBA. So the difference between these two are that in the first one, that is MBA ISP, the course that I am doing, we don't really require GMAT, so GMAT is waived off, whereas for the General MBA you need to give GMAT. In the National Student Pathway course you will get international students, as the name suggests, and in terms of the class size or the class composition, mostly we have Indians and then we have a lot of Chinese students as well. We have people from other countries as well, but very less Canadians. So we don't really have any Canadians in our class, but sometimes we do have like some sessions in which we sit with Canadian students for that. In the General MBA you will get some local students as well, so that's one difference. That's the second difference. So first the GMAT and then this. Thirdly, in MBA ISP you don't really get people from business background. There are people from the business background, like I have my classmates who have done commerce or BCom or anything related to business in their bachelor's, and this is the first master's, so they are here. But mostly I have classmates who have done a master's like me, and also people who have taken like a long gap after their studies, have worked for a long time, and then there are people who just want to switch their job profiles, somewhat like me as well. So that is like one of the major differences between MBA ISP and the General MBA. For the admission process, I would like to tell you that the process was like very smooth. I got my process done from an agent. You basically don't first of all need to give the GMAT score, so you just have to give IELTS, and I guess the cutoff for that is like 7 overall or 7.5 overall. And then the second thing is the letters of recommendation. In terms of the letters of recommendation, we don't really require 3 letters of recommendation like required for other universities. I was just required to give 2 letters, so I got that from my professors, like from the professors of my university from where I did masters, that is Lady Irwin College. Also you need a statement of purpose, so that is firstly required for your course admission and then for your visa process. So for the course admission, you can see what the requirements are, what do they particularly want in the SOP. So they just want a reason why you want to pursue the MBA, and for me it was basically stating why I want to go into the business field after doing an MSc in a very different field, that was food and nutrition. So I had to specify that, and similarly for the visa SOP, I also had to specify why I did that, and secondly what are my plans in the future. So that's like a basic thing that everyone has to do. and then you have to state why you are going in that particular course. So these are the two major requirements. And then for getting admission in universities, you also need to show your funds. So for the visa process, I had to show my funds, and since my parents are funding my education, so I had to show their bank statements and other documents that are required for that during the visa process. So you have to do that as well if you are coming to university here. So that's about the admission process. I did hear from them pretty quickly. Like, I applied by the end of December, and in the beginning of February I had my reply. Before I got the offer letter, I actually gave an interview. So I got an email for an interview about a week before my offer letter came in. So I gave that interview. It was very basic. It was just general questions. So it's basically questions asked about for example, what would you do if you are in a dash 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 situation in your company, and what are, like, it's basically ethical questions. So it's about that, and then some questions related to your personality. So it's just like a general questions. And then I got the reply, I got the offer letter after about a week of the interview. So it was like pretty smooth. I didn't have any problem with that. One more question that I got was, how is my experience in Brock so far, and why particularly I find this course to be interesting. So first of all, my experience overall till now, it's not been a lot of time here. It's just been, I think, 3 months here. So my experience so far has been good. In terms of the course, it's a bit hectic. You need to do a lot of assignments, you have a lot of submissions due every week, and you also are supposed to study a lot. For me, it's a bit of a struggle since I don't have that business education or something related to this field. All the courses like economics, accounting, I've never studied that. So for me, it's a bit different. So I have to like put in extra efforts. But yeah, you have to like give time to your studies here. In terms of why I chose this particular course, it's that firstly, it didn't require GMAT, and then secondly, this course offers co-op. So after my 16 months of studies here, in my last term, which is the winter term, like next to next year, I will get a co-op. So that's like a 4 months of paid work experience, and you get that in your chosen specialization. So either you can take a specialization and do the co-op in that, or you can also go for like the General MBA, and then you can do some electives of the course that you are interested in. For example, marketing, so you can take some electives from marketing along with the General MBA. So yeah, that's like the major reasons why I went for this course. So another question that I got was, what is the work experience required for this MBA? There is no work experience required, guys. There are a lot of students who have come here directly after doing their bachelor's. So there's not a requirement for the work experience, but they do prefer work experience. So like for understanding a few concepts of what they teach here, you need to like know how things actually work. Like for operations, subjects like operations, you need a little bit of understanding of how a company works. So they do prefer work experience, but it does not hamper your admission process. That's what I believe, because I have some classmates who have come here directly after doing their bachelor's. So I believe that that won't be like an issue. I did work for some time, and I did show that work experience. So I would say that yes, it did help me a bit in understanding a few things here till now. And yeah, that's about it. So someone also asked what are the job perspectives after doing an MBA from Brock. So to be honest, what I have heard, it's good. You do get jobs, but I can't give you like an honest review from personal experience, because I'm yet, like, I've just started with MBA. It's been just 3 months now, so I can't really tell you what the perspectives are. However, I can tell you that they do have a lot of events happening here. There are companies coming here, especially sales. So there are a lot of sales company coming in Brock. They do have a lot of co-op events. So like I think in the past 1 month we've had so many events, and I've seen my seniors going there basically for winter co-ops. So from my perspective till now, I can say that yes, there are good opportunities, but I can give you like a proper review right after I do enter the job market. So in terms of the tuition fee, I paid around $40,000. That translates to about 23 lakh Indian rupees, and I paid that in May of this year, so that's 23. And this fee is subject to change, so you might want to go on the website of Brock University and just type in MBA ISP fee, and you'll get your answer. So it's about 34 to 35,000 right now. In terms of the living expenses, it comes down to $1,400 to $1,500 a month. Yes, it's quite expensive right now, but it is what it is, and we have to pay that amount for rent or groceries or your basic necessities. So it's quite expensive as of now, but and also for the food, of course, if you are getting food from outside, so again it brings your costs up. So it really depends from person to person. If you are good at saving your costs, your living expenses, you can save on them. You can survive here very easily. If you are someone who likes to spend a lot, you might have to hold your hand tight for some time until you start earning. I hope with this I answered all of your queries. Overall, I would just say that it depends on what you want to go for in terms of education. Whether you want to go, if you want to go for a university degree, you have to like spend a bit more when you come here, and also you have to like be more inclined towards your studies here, since it's a bit hectic. If you are planning to come here and you have any more questions, you can ask me in the comment section, or you can also DM me on Instagram. I'll try to help as much as I can, and I hope that I answered all of your questions, and I will see you in my next one. I hope you liked today's video. Bye bye. Thanks for tuning in.